To the C-Win Global Management Moment. I'm Jim Walls, Managing Director. Today we'll continue in a series entitled Developing a High-Performance Strategy. We last discussed the importance for an organization to understand their current environment. This includes knowing your customers, your stakeholders and their wants and needs, suppliers, external influencing factors, current market conditions, and your competitors. Now we need to gain some understanding as to the potential future. We need to, as best we can, forecast what that might look like and position ourselves so that we can take advantage of the market conditions at that time. Leaders of organizations that try to drive by looking into the rearview mirror will fail. Successful leaders are those who look to the future and adapt the way they do business to meet changing conditions. To begin forecasting, organizations must start with some assumptions regarding their future business environment. I'm using the term business liberally, as I know some viewers operate in nonprofit organizations. Nevertheless, forecasting would be much the same as it is for for-profit organizations. These assumptions are about the external environment of the business, not the internal culture, the processes, or the structure. You can start this exercise by defining categories, then stating assumptions, and listing next to that probability as high, medium, or low, and finally the impact, whether it will be high, medium, or low. This forecast should extend out for 5 years. If you're working in a group, which would be ideal, have everyone try to come to consensus on which assumptions would be considered the big hitters. Which assumptions are the most probable, and of these, which have the highest impact on the business. Based upon this, you can determine the assumptions which are the most probable and then start preparing for them. Another consideration is if one assumption changes or does not materialize in the near future, what impact may that have on the other assumptions? Will these assumptions change, be altered in some way, or even be negated? Forecasting and strategy is a constant mid-course correction evolution. The environment could change drastically as it did in 2008 with the global financial crisis. Some would say they knew it would happen, but few would know the timing. This change in the business environment required companies to make drastic adjustments in their strategies in order to adapt. From this, they reforecasted their futures and worked towards preparing for these new environmental conditions. The key to competing in the future is flexibility. Finally, it is important to complete a SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats assessment. Strengths and weaknesses are internal, and opportunities and threats are external to the organization. Knowing these things can help an organization to gain a pretty accurate picture as to how they can prepare for the future. This has been the C-Win Global Management Moment. If this has helped you in some way, please tell a friend or colleague to go to www.cwinglobal.com and sign on to receive these weekly leadership and management moments. Until next time, I'm Jim Walls. May you have fair winds and following seas.